India's first indigenous missile hits target. Experts decode how Prithvi and Agni missiles boost Indian rocket force. The Defense Ministry stated that the missile met all operational and technical parameters. The ministry, in a statement, said the short-range ballistic missile Prithvi-2 was fired on June 15 at around 7:30 p.m. from an integrated test center at Chandipur, Odisha. Previously, Prithvi-2 was successfully launched from the ITR in Chandipur on February 21, 2018. Later, on November 20, 2019, two successive Prithvi-2 trials were accomplished from the same base. The Prithvi missile is a proven system that can hit targets with pinpoint accuracy. Even in the latest test, the launch successfully validated the missile's operational and technical characteristics. In 2003, this missile was inducted by the Strategic Forces Command (SFC) to boost the country's nuclear arsenal. Notably, it is India's first missile produced under the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. The Ministry of Defense started the program to carry out extensive research and develop nuclear-capable missiles. These types of tests are conducted by choosing missiles at random from India's overall military arsenal and production stock. This is done to assess India's progress and emergency preparedness in the event of a warlike situation. In a similar line, Lieutenant Col J. Sodhi, Reed, Defense and Strategic Affairs Analyst told the Eurasian Times routine missile tests are required to check the efficacy and effectiveness of the weapon systems being developed so that in case of any mid-course corrections, the same can be carried out, as developing a missile is time and cost heavy and neither wastage of time or money is desirable in regards to the security of the nation. The test comes nearly 10 days after India conducted a routine test of its nuclear-capable Agni missile. After the routine user training launch test of Agni-4, the government had said that the successful test reaffirms India's policy of having a credible minimum deterrence capability. Don McLean Gill, a Philippines-based geopolitical analyst and author, outlined the three key reasons for the recent back-to-back missile launches and their significance for India. First, he emphasized India's desire to improve and develop its current and future missile capabilities, saying, "The late Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat, emphasized the need for India to develop a credible rocket force to not only balance or offset China's capabilities in the same field but also to maintain the South Asian states' leverage vis-à-vis the shifts taking place in the global security architecture." Moreover, given the intricacy of missile development, routine tests are necessary to ensure that all potential snags are ironed out, he added. Second, these tests come at a time when China and Pakistan are bolstering their cooperation while also attempting to counterbalance and check India's influence, territorial integrity, and leadership role in the Indo-Pacific. McLean Gill told the Eurasian Times, "India is situated in perhaps the most complicated geographical neighborhood, sandwiched between two assertive nuclear powers that seek to nibble on its territory on multiple fronts. Given the complications of this security environment, as China's military capabilities continue to grow at an exponential rate, India must continue to improve its deterrence capabilities to illustrate that at a time of conflict, it can also inflict damage that will be costly for the other state." Thus, routine tests and the constant efforts to modernize are very important for India given the current geopolitical conditions, he noted. The third aspect addresses India's growing importance as a security provider. The Prithvi and the Agni are two of India's indigenously developed missiles. Taking this into consideration, McLean Gill stated that the successful tests not only demonstrate India's national security achievements but also serve as a significant development for other Indo-Pacific countries that are continuously trying to improve and expand their military capabilities given the unfolding geopolitical dynamics. The recent BrahMos sale to the Philippines and similar deals that are expected to materialize with Indonesia and Vietnam add to this very momentum. The need for India to improve its technological capacity and solidify its indigenization process will be crucial in the years to come in order to emphasize its role as a reliable and effective security provider throughout the Indo-Pacific and beyond, he added. Prithvi vs Agni missile. As previously mentioned, the Prithvi ballistic missile is the first indigenously built ballistic missile developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, under the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. It's a road-mobile short-range ballistic missile, SRBM, with the first two variants being single-stage, 2 engines, and liquid fuel. The development of this missile began in 1983 and was first fired on February 25, 1988. There are 3 versions of the Prithvi missile. Prithvi, being a nuclear-capable missile, will have enough deterrence value for both Pakistan and China, as the targets located in these two countries within the range of Prithvi can be easily targeted, Lieutenant Col J. Sodhi, added. Similarly, the DRDO also developed the Agni series of ballistic missiles under the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. This series includes missiles capable of hitting targets varying from short/intermediate to long range. The Agni missile was first launched in May 1989, a year after the Prithvi missile. It is a 2-stage missile, with the first stage utilizing the first-stage solid-fuel booster motor of the SLV-3 satellite launch vehicle. According to Lieutenant Col J. Sodhi, the biggest difference between Prithvi and Agni missiles is the distance and the payload capacity. While Prithvi has a range of 150 to 500 kilometers, Agni V has a range of 5,500 to 8,000 kilometers. Prithvi carries a warhead of 500 to 1,000 kilograms while Agni carries a warhead of 1,500 kilograms.